Hey everybody, Tom Tezak here. Just give everybody a few seconds. I just wanted to say hi, aloha, and by trying to do my Sunday updates, trying to give everybody an idea of what's happening on Maui. If you're not here, I know people are wondering what's going on in our world here on Hawaii. In Hawaii, aloha everybody. Thanks for joining us. And I just wanted to just go through some of the stuff, and I've got a list of questions that I continually get asked about what's going on Maui, and I just wanted to share what I can share with you. So sorry, I'm trying to clear my screen right now. So we got it covered. All right. Anyway, so first of all, Memorial Day weekend, I'd love to just say thank you to all that have served. Thank you to all have given their lives for our country. I think it's so, freedom is such an amazing thing. And without our soldiers and without our people that have protected our country, it would be not the same place. So thank you to all of those who have lost loved ones, who have been out there and served. We sure appreciate that. As far as Maui and what's happening, quarantine, everybody wants to know how long will quarantine last? When's it going to end? When's it going to be over? Currently, we are in a 14-day mandatory quarantine, which means if you fly into Maui from another island, if from the mainland, came in on a sailboat, you would be mandated to a 14-day quarantine, which is stay at home, stay at your hotel, stay at your condo, and do not leave without any exceptions. That's the current rules. They are arresting some people. There are watch groups out there that are keeping tabs on folks that are showing up. So just know that's the way the state is operating. Like it or not, those are the rules. How long is it going to last is the question. We don't know. Right now, they've extended it till the end of June. The major hotels are saying they're taking reservations July 1st. They originally were taking reservations June 1st. They pushed that out to July 1st, so we're hopeful that they will figure it out. In my mind, I think that the government has to come up with a way to make it safe for people to come in and keep our residents safe, but still make it safe for everybody. But there's also pressure economically for our economy to start to bring people in because we are a tourist-driven state. It's interesting that we were the lowest unemployment in the country. And over the course of 7 days, we went from the lowest to the highest. We are so tourist market driven. It's so important for our politicians to figure this out and get it done. There's a lot of programs. There's a lot of ideas being floated. And I truly believe that they will get it figured out because the economy is currently being challenged. So as it stands right now, I don't have an answer how long the quarantine will last. What I do know is they have been working on a new quarantine program for inter-island travel. Today, it says that you have to quarantine for 14 days, even if you travel between islands. They're thinking that may be a little bit onerous, and they're working on changing that with some rules. And hopefully, in the next week or so, they'll have some new ideas of what they're going to do for the quarantine. As far as what's open, what's going on in our market, beaches are open. You can go to the beach. You can hang out. You can sit at the tables. You can sunbathe. You can put your umbrella out, which has been a great plus. I've found myself out at the beach having dinner, and so that was wonderful. Retail is now, you can open if you have retail. There are some social distancing rules where masks are required in any public places, it seems like. But the good news is retail is open. The shops have been slow to open. Shops at Wailea, where my office is, have been slow to open up because they're so tourist driven. I think there's 5 or 6 stores that are open there. But we're seeing some activity through our other more Kama'aina locations that we're seeing more and more people out and about, and more things are open. Big news, salons have gotten permission to open. So hair, nails, and all those things beginning next week, early next week, they have gotten the green light to go ahead and open with, again, all new rules for social distancing. And so I know there are a lot of people. I like my gray hair. But I think there are some people out there that are scared about these roots in there that's bugging the crap out of them. I know some all too well. Anyway, so that's good news. I think the salons are just going to be slammed. They're going to be working 24/7 to take care of some people who need work. So salons are going to be opening. I think that's the 25th. It's restaurants, I think is going to be June 5th. They're going to be allowed to start opening with social distancing, probably 25 to 50% occupancy, people wearing masks, disposable menus, everything's got to get wiped down. Sounds like better than it is, but it's going to be a weird experience. I talked to some friends that went out to dinner on the mainland with those kind of rules, and they thought it was sort of weird, but they understand. So it's all happening. So we're looking at that June 5th. I'm hopeful that by June 5th, that's when we're going to start seeing a softening on the inner island quarantine, but that's just a guess. South Maui Takeout Bingo. We've been doing that, trying to help all of our local South Maui restaurants. If you haven't heard about it, go to our website or go to tomtezak.com/bingo /bingo. And we are doing a South Maui Takeout Bingo. We're giving away $250. Participate, sponsor 5 restaurants. If you're on the mainland, you can still do it. Just go and buy 5 gift certificates from any of those. Send us the information. Just follow the rules on the website. We would love to have you support our local restaurants. I know they've been struggling. There are so many of them are friends of mine, and I would just wanted to do something that was fun. If you are here in Maui, or if you buy a gift certificate, take a picture of the gift certificate, take a picture of your food, post it on Instagram, and we've been giving away weekly $25 gift certificate prizes as well. So again, I'm paying for it all. Life has been amazing for us, and I just want to try to give back and help some of those folks out so that they are doing business. Real estate, that's the number one thing that I do. And, I try to bring some factual data and some information of what's happening in the Maui marketplace. And we can all guess, but I just like to use numbers because I think that really tells the story. So I went back for May and I wanted to see how many homes, condos, what have you have pended or gone under contract, and how many have sold. So for the first 9 days, or the first 10 days of May, we had 17 new pending sales, which the last week of April, it was up quite a bit. It dropped a little bit in the first week of May, but we're seeing good activity. So 17 pending. The second 10 days of May, we had 14 pending, so it softened a little bit. And then, but it picked up again with just in the last 4 days, that from the 20th to the 24th, we had 8 pending sales. So if we continue to track at that number, we'll be up to 16 or 17, 18 for the last 10 days. So a total of 39 sales so far in the first 24 days of the month, which is picking up. We like that. And then for solds, which is going to fall behind because these solds were deals that were put together a month or 2 or 3 months ago. I had a deal that was in contract for 3 months. We finally just closed it last week. But 11 sales that first 10 days, 9 sales the second 10 days, and then just 2 sales in the last couple days. But 4 days were 2 of them were holiday or weekends. So a total of 22 sales. So you can see way more pending than have closed, but that's because it takes 30 to 60 days to close those transactions. That was right when everything was sort of going sideways. So still 22 sales. So that was positive. Giving you a dollar value on those total sales, it was about $22.4 million in sales. So pretty big numbers. And there were several that were, I think 5 or 6 or 7 that were over $1 million, which I'd love to see, and 15 under $1 million. So a lot of activity. And the other question is, are they a deal? Are they discounting a lot? And so I did the math, and the average discount, was 3.5%. So not a whole lot more than we're used to seeing. Now that may change in the next 30 days, so I'll keep monitoring that, but really not sure how much it's going to fluctuate. So I know that I've heard some really great deals, and I know that I've heard other ones that are selling right at asking price. So it just depends on the property and the buyers and the sellers in the scenario. The other question I was wondering so I looked up how many of them were vacation rental properties, how many of them were residential condos. So vacation rental condos, residential condos, and homes. And I found this one interesting in the solds. There were 8 vacation rental condos, 9 residential condos, and 4 homes. I would have thought it would have been higher on the homes. I do lump the homes and the residential properties similar. So we had 13 total. That means you can't rent them out like a vacation. So these are primary residences for many of these people. So 13 to 8, but still 8 was pretty good for vacation rentals. And I think that's a function of people seeing opportunity at this time. Which now leads me to the last question, which I've been getting regularly. Should I buy something now? Should I sell? Should I sell now? So we're going to be, and the case is, it depends. If you're a buyer, I think that there really is opportunity right now. I think because of the unknown, because we don't know when quarantine is going to be over, there is some fear. Some sellers are saying, I want to get out. I'm done. I need to. I have to, whatever that answer is. And there's limited inventory. So there's sellers that are, we'll talk about that, bringing their properties to the market because there's not much competition. But I believe from a buyer's perspective, if you're a buyer and you have the belief that this is going to end, which I think we all do, but we don't know when yet. The unknown is scary. So if you're a buyer, if you can tolerate that unknown and say, yeah, I know it's going to end, I'm willing to take that leap and do it now. I think the opportunity to buy right now there may be a little bit more opportunity for discounting in the purchase. If you're a seller, it's interesting. I've talked to several sellers, and they're not in a hurry, but we're looking at the inventory is depleting, and there's not a lot coming on the market. So we are starting to stage. I've got 3 properties that are getting ready to come onto the market. Because the sellers want to sell them. It's just time. They've assessed their situation and they want to sell them. None of them are sellers that are saying, I've got to sell, but just I think it's time. So if you've got questions, if you're thinking about buying a property, I would love to have a conversation with you. It might or might not make sense. But with a conversation with you, I can give you my opinion, my ideas, sort of talk with you through what your plan is and what the best path would be. If you're thinking about selling, it's a much more involved decision process. And I think that's really a conversation to the need, the desire, and what our beliefs are going to happen in 3 months, in 6 months, in 2 years. And it is a little bit more involved. So happy to chat with you about that again. You can see my numbers rolling down the screen. If you're watching this, you can find me on Facebook, on YouTube. Just happy to reach out. Just reach out to me and let me know. Shoot me a text, shoot me a DM, shoot me a private message. Whatever way you want to get a hold of me, that works. I've got WhatsApp, all of those things, Facebook. I'm all over the place. But I'd love to answer those questions and see if I can help you out. So for Maui, it is beautiful out. The weather has been absolutely gorgeous this past week. It's been about 84 to 86 degrees and sunny. Nice, beautiful trade winds. We wish you were here. If you're not, I know a lot of my friends and customers have been saying, I want to get there so bad. We want you back. Trust me, I would love to hang out with you. And when you do come back, let me know you're going to be on island. I would love to have a coffee, a Coke, or a cocktail with you and just hang out and enjoy your company. I think it's so important, and we all are appreciating after doing social distancing and quarantining and stay at home. We all would love to get together. I know that there's a lot of people that are chomping at the bit, and I know there's a bunch of people that I've talked to that are planning on heading out to Maui, and so I look forward to it. Please don't hesitate to call, email, text, whatever you prefer, and we'll help you out. So from Maui, I say aloha, and looking forward to hanging out with you. Take care.